Cool. I thought it was really, really neat. Kelly Broadstreet, did you happen to get a text message in the last half hour?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't see it right away and I just responded.
Could you not ignore my text messages?
I hadn't been looking at my phone.
No, I'm kidding. I just sent that as an example. I wanted to I wanted someone to kind of get the feel of what we're going to talk about today. So I sent Kelly a text and I sent one to myself too. And it looks like this when it comes in. So from my computer, from Outlook, I simply sent a test. Yeah, I just sent a test, but it has all my contact information in there. So you can only have 100 characters, and you can't do more than one at a time. But we do have the ability to email from our Outlook, and I know it sounds kind of basic, but for scheduling candidates for interviews, for me on the sourcing side, and where I felt this was applicable is I'm always talking with candidates, and sometimes we have a really tough time lining up. So I started shooting people text messages. It's very effective. They love it. They always respond to me. It's never, don't ever text me. Um, so then I was like, all right, is there a way I can do this easier? And then I did some Googling and some searching and found that, yeah, you can simply send an email from Outlook. It's a pretty simple process. We'll talk about some do's and don'ts. But really, all you do is I'll send some information out after the call. But there's these free websites where you can check out here. Let's just go over so that's fine. So all you do is you put someone's phone number, and this is my phone number here. So you put my phone number in, you hit enter, and then it gives you the SMS gateway address where it shows vtext.com. So that's how you from an Outlook can text somebody's phone. So simply all you do is put the phone number in, grab that, and put it in your Outlook. Again, if you don't want people responding to text messages on your phone, there's a lot of advantages of doing it that way. I know picking up your phone and texting is kind of annoying sometimes. Me, I like to text from my computer if I can help it. So that's what I've been doing, and I've been finding great results from it. Me and Lindsay Monroe had a conversation a few weeks ago when I was figuring this out, and I mean, it's quick. It's just like a text message. It's pretty cool. So we'll get into some do's and don'ts. Again, it's a pretty basic sourcing lab today. Do's and don'ts of texting. I found a cool image here where you can text, it's text messages from your cat. So, your cat might ask some questions about who you're texting and what you're texting. And a little PSA here: if you haven't ever Googled text messages from cats, or there's a Facebook page, it's hilarious. Uh, if you enjoy cat humor like some of us do. Anywho, the do's of texting. Do's are pretty simple. Keep it short. We're not looking for. Well, first off, you only have 100 characters when you start sending a text message, and I'm gonna get somebody real quick here. Okay, got her. So do's and don'ts of texting is, keep it simple, keep it short. You only have 100 characters when you send it from your actual computer, so you do have to keep it kind of short there. You can create templates. Or Katie, I'm sorry, Katie showed me OneNote and keeping her templates in a signature. This is a great opportunity for that. Hey, looking to connect with you, haven't connected in a couple days, or we've been playing phone tag. Send somebody a text with when can I contact you? Keep it professional. I'm an emoji guy. I love emojis. I love smiley faces. I don't put them in my text messages to candidates. I think it's completely unprofessional. I keep it to the facts. Keep it to when can we talk? Let's talk about a job, or you're confirmed to talk with the hiring manager at this time. It doesn't need to be anything bigger than that. It doesn't have to be, this elaborate message. Again, we're trying to keep it short and sweet. And, I guess I'll get into the don'ts. And then stay organized. So again, that's where we're talking about templates. We're talking about how we're contacting candidates. Maybe we set up a text folder within our Outlook. Lots of different ways to stay organized within texting. I think that's important as well. The do nots of texting. So do not text on a first contact. I don't like the idea of somebody applying in my hire and we just send a text, hey, when can we schedule a phone call? If we had some sort of option in my hire where, they put their cell phone in and do you want text messages? I think if we gave them that option, that's fine, but we don't have that currently. So keep it to phone calls, keep it to I can't get in touch with you. Use text as kind of a last resort or scheduling after you've already talked to someone. A lot of times what I'll do for somebody is I'll actually prep them. So on the call, I'll say, hey, is it okay if I text you when I have some times from the hiring manager and I can get you directly? That seems to be pretty effective for me, which leads right into the spamming of candidates. If you can think about your personal phone and how you'd feel if someone was reaching out to you about a job and maybe you weren't a fit for it, it's like, don't text me. I think it can rub people the wrong way, and I think people can love the easiness of it. So we do have to be a little conscious of what we're sending candidates and when we're sending them. We don't want to blast out 100 messages to people just seeing if they're interested in a job. I think they're going to get pretty annoyed pretty quick. They can set up alerts with our website if they truly are interested in getting that. Texting after office hours, again, yeah, you're probably texting their phone and they do probably check their phone, but again, we want to be considerate. We're always the front line of contact and we're always the front face of Ingersoll Rand. So again, I don't want, to be texting people at 10 o'clock at night and they get a negative impression of who we are, what we do. And then using your personal phone, terrible idea. I don't even know how many examples I could give of this, of why it's a bad idea. Candidates reaching out to you when you don't want to be reached out to. Say you're on vacation, then your phone's going to be blowing up. Using Outlook prevents all of the personal phone numbers. It goes right to your inbox, so that way you can manage it that way. You're not getting texts or calls late at night checking up on the candidate status. The coolest thing I've found about using Outlook for text messaging to source candidates and to get candidates in the mix is to really have that kind of boundary between cell phone and email. I know emailing is easy for us, but we're moving into a text message generation. So I think this is really a bridge the gap until maybe we get to all texting or wherever we go with the industry. All right. So again, it's really simple. So you have a candidate's phone number. You simply go to the free website I'm going to send out. It's simply free. Let's see, what was it? Either way, I'll send it out after the call here. Any questions or any thoughts on texting? Any examples people want to give as to why it's a good idea or bad idea?
Canada, Latin America. Sounds like you had some other.
I'm a big texter, Tim, and I kind of do the one.